right, hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, welcome. Please consider subscribing, share, like, and hit the notification button. If you're returning, thank you. I am Dr. Okeke. Today, I am making German chocolate cake. I was craving some and I really didn't want to eat.
And I did not want it having all that refined sugar in it.
Today, we are doing a modified version of Preppy Kitchen German cake. We're gonna zero our scale and then we're gonna place the bowl and the sieve. We're then going to measure 270 grams of all-purpose flour. In this, we are going to add 1 tablespoon of cocoa powder, 1 teaspoon of baking powder, half a teaspoon of baking soda, half a teaspoon of salt. This is all our dry ingredients, and we're going to sieve it into the bowl. All right, we're going to whisk them together. We're going to keep it aside, and we're going to make our chocolate ganache. I actually chopped up 113 grams of Baker's German sweet chocolate, 48%. In this, we are going to add half a cup of hot coffee to melt it. We're just gonna mix the ganache, ensuring that it completely melts. If it doesn't completely melt, we can put it in the microwave for about 10-15 seconds. I feel like the coffee gives it extra flavor, but doesn't overpower it. So this is done. We're gonna set it aside, and then we are going to bring out our stand mixer and whip up the rest of the wet ingredients together. Now we are going to make our wet ingredient. We are going to start with 280 grams of homemade butter that I just made.
Learn how to make your own homemade butter.
We are going to whisk this slightly on low to make it a little fluffy. This recipe calls for 2 cups of sugar, but I'm actually using 1.5 cup of agave. So I'm gonna add my agave and whisk, and I'm adding it slowly. And then the color has changed to a little lighter color, so I'm just going to scrape the bowl here. And in this mix, I only added 1 cup of agave. The other half a cup we're going to add later. And then we'll continue whisking. In the meantime, we're gonna need 4 egg yolks. I have separated them. This is the egg white and this is the yolk. And we're going to add the yolk slowly. And then we'll add the first yolk. We're going to scrape it down a little bit. This looks good, so we're now going to add 1 tablespoon of vanilla while whisking it. And we're going to grab our mixture, which has cooled down, and we're going to combine it a little at a time. We are going to combine chocolate ganache a little at a time until it's completely mixed. And then we're going to add our dry mixture while it's whisking. Really powdery mess. Was not aware that the camera stopped recording, so I added half a cup of buttermilk in this, and now it's done. We are going to set this aside, and then we are going to get a different bowl to make our egg white meringue. We are going to attach this
And start whisking at a low speed. This is where we're going to add the remaining 50 grams of agave that was reserved in the agave.
And then we're going to drizzle slowly, and then a little bit of vanilla until it forms a soft peak. Our meringue is ready. and you can see
Beautiful one
that
for
it
that
formed
matter.
a peak.
We're now going to combine the two together by folding in the meringue into the chocolate batter. By first taking
about a cup of the egg white and incorporate it. We're just folding just to get it
incorporate
mixed.
the rest
And
of
then
it.
we're going to folding it in. This is going to help fluff up the cake. And what we're going to do is to grab it, fold, and then in the middle. Grab all the way to the bottom and then fold. Turning it, getting it all incorporated in there. Ensuring that we leave all
We
that air
preheated our
bubble.
oven
In the
to
meantime,
350 degrees Fahrenheit. And
we prepped our 8-inch pan by actually putting some soft butter around it, adding a tablespoon of flour, and then removing the excess and putting a parchment paper
by
at the bottom.
weighing,
We are going to measure to see
pan.
how much we have on each. And we zero it, ensuring that we have the same amount.
And I only want to make
have
two
two
layers.
pans.
This recipe makes up to 3 8-inch cakes.
And now we are going to put these in the oven to bake for about 30 minutes or till the tester comes out clean. After about 45 minutes, our cake was done, and apparently I got cut off when the cake was done. And then I let it cool for about 15 minutes and then gently flipped it over the wire rack so that they can completely cool. So now we are going to put this aside, and then we
in a
are
saucepan, we
our
start by
frosting.
adding
1 cup of organic coconut palm sugar. I didn't want it too sweet. I have about 170 grams
my
of
homemade
butter.
video on my left right here.
We are going to add 1 can of evaporated milk, but I'm using evaporated coconut milk. I like coconut. I wanted a little bit more of that coconut taste. I'm just going to stir it up and then I'm pouring it. You can use any evaporated milk of your choice. And this is about 12 ounces. I separated the egg. This is 3 eggs. This is the egg white and this is the yolk. So we're going to add the 3 yolks, a splash of vanilla. I like vanilla. I also pre-prep my pecan. I roasted them for about 10 minutes in the oven at 350 degrees. And then I chopped them. We have about 1.5 cup of unsweetened shredded coconut. I know that the recipe calls for sweetened, but I did not want too much sweet. We're going to mix this together and we're going to go over to the stove top. We're going to cook this a medium heat till it starts to boil. There we go. We're supposed to stir this until all the butter melts. Once it starts to boil, we can then add the pecan
This has started
and
to thicken.
the coconut. And they're boiling, it is time to just take them off the heat and then add our corn and coconut. The coconut is dry, so it is going to absorb
in order to
rehydrate.
We're going to let the frosting cool down. Use it to
and
decorate
set
our
before
cake.
we can. We're gonna let it cool for about 30 minutes. Finally, everything is ready. Here is our frosting, nice and ready, cool down. So now we are going to start by scooping. All you just need to
Scoop
do
as
is to
much of the frosting as you want on top of the cake, using an ice cream scoop, and then use a leveler to level.
And then we're going to place the second layer on the cake, careful, and then scoop the rest on top, and then spread. We are finally done. Voila. This is our German chocolate cake. Amazing. We are going to cut into it later. This is beautiful. The frosting tastes amazing. Anyhow, I would like to see you make these. If this video has been of value to you, please like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification button. This is Dr. Okeke. Thank you.